Not the start to the year I wanted, but it is what it is. Welcome to another live trading for a week video, and I was actually red this week. The first week of 2024, I traded really bad. A part of me doesn't want to make this video, but I want to show you guys the reality of day trading because the last video I did, live trading for a week, I made approximately $13,000, but this week I was red and I traded really bad. In this video, I will walk you guys through all my trades for the week, including live recording and my live emotions as well, where you will be able to see that on Monday, the market was closed, 1st of January, how my frustration started building up on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, eventually causing a mental breakdown slash up on Friday. This is 2nd of January 2024, the first trading day of the new year 2024, and this is a Tuesday because on Monday the market was closed. My first trade of the year was on Tesla upside. First of all, don't mind my glasses, as in 2024 one of my goals is to get better sleep quality, and as I trade from Dubai late in the evening around 7 p.m, so I will be using these extreme blue light blockers moving forward. Tesla was showing some relative strength heading into the open because of the delivery numbers for Q4 2023, so I took it long for the hold of 250 for a push towards 255, stop being a break back under 250. I entered right around the top of the first candle and I got stopped out the next minute, losing $1,800. To be honest, I was a bit unlucky because when I checked the options premium chart, I practically got filled at the freaking top of that candle, even after placing limit order, which is part and parcel of trading the market open at 9:30 a.m. Unfortunately, starting the year with a red trade, losing around $2,000 on this trade. My second trade was on Tesla downside. We had a nice push down of the open. I took it short at the retest of prior day's low, which is the dotted line that you see on the chart with the stop right above it. Got a nice push down, but I saw the tape getting really strong around 245 with passive buyers trying to hold the selling pressure on the tape, so I exited there with a profit of around $1,400. My third trade idea stems from my last trade, as I saw passive buyers holding 245, and during this whole time QQQ, that is the overall tech sector, was selling off nicely, making new lows, but 245 buyers on Tesla were really strong. My game plan was that if we see a quick bounce on QQQ, I want to take Tesla for upside as it's holding stronger than the tech sector. I took it long on this green candle with a stop under the low of the prior 1 minute candle. Only took 15 contracts and plan was to add more above VWAP, but I saw some uncertainty around the prior close, so I exited my whole position for a $400 profit. Pretty much 1 hour trade. I risked $400 to make $400, overall ending the day with minus $162 in the red. Red start to the year, but better than losing $2,000 that I lost right at the market open. Now coming to the next day, I took Tesla at open for upside when I saw this wick and buyers bought the dip under 245. Soon after, I realized that the volume died down on the next candle, signifying that there is no real interest above 245 from the buyers. So I covered my position, losing like $300 on 50 contracts, which can honestly be checked off as a break-even trade. This is how tape reading and volume analysis helps you to turn a potential loser into a small loser or even break-even. My next trade was on Tesla again for downside. Took it short for this bear flag and 240 breakdown. It was really slow right here, stuck in $2 range for the past 15 minutes, so I covered my position, making $1,000 on this trade. It eventually sold off, but I was not seeing the selling pressure I wanted, so I covered my position. We can also see huge wicks on the 5 minutes bar, so not my cup of tea. My last trade of the day was on NVDA for 470 breakdown. I saw 475 hold nicely with a nice flag on the 5 minutes chart, so I executed on it. Around this time, QQQ had a push down the overall tech sector, but NVDA held its ground and buyers kept on stacking around 473 on the tape. So I knew that this stock is going to pump, so I covered my position for a loss of $250, which was actually a good decision because later on in the day, it pumped all the way to 480. Overall, ending the day with $460 in the green. On Thursday, my first trade of the day was on LLY as it was near all-time highs. I was looking for a break above all-time high, which was right under 630. On second minute, I took calls anticipating a continuation above 630, but we saw a lot of sellers right above 630 on the market depth app that I use called Bookmap. So I covered my position, making $250 on this trade. This can actually be marked off as a break-even trade as the trade idea did not work out. But my tape reading intuition helped me avoid a potential red trade. A big red trade because it dropped all the way to $615, but I would have exited at my stop loss of around $628 to $627. My second trade of the day was on NVDA. It had a really strong open and showed some relative strength in comparison to the tech sector, so I took calls anticipating a break above 480 with a stop under the opening print right under 478. We got a quick break above 480. I took partials out, but then we were never able to get acceptance above 480, which was very important. So I covered the rest of the position for almost break even. Again, a good decision position as it dropped further to 475 before eventually pushing up later in the day. My third trade of the day was on Tesla downside. Took it for the breakdown under 239 with a stop above the opening print, but again the tape got bullish under 239. I was expecting a flush under 239, but it broke prior day close, made a new low of the day, but did not get any continuation, so I covered my position for another scratch trade. Overall making $950 for the day, but you guys can see that in 2024 I haven't been able to find a really good trade with very high risk to reward trade. Most of the trades have been small winners, small losers or break-even trades. And the frustration was slowly building up. Coming to Friday, my worst trading day of 2024. It's only been 4 days into 2024, so you know what I mean. My first trade was on Tesla downside as we made a nice bearish doji the prior day on the 1-day chart, so I took puts in anticipation of breakdown under 235. I was in a small profit on this trade, but then we got back above the VWAP and I covered my position for a loss of $1,000. This is where I should have stopped, my first mistake of the day. My next trade was on NVIDIA. I saw NVIDIA had a nice push off the open, and this is one of the main stocks I was watching for the day as it showed clear relative strength in the overall tech sector for the past 3 days. My second mistake was that I traded 0 day to expiry, 0 DTE on this stock, which made it very difficult to hold my position through normal pullbacks. I took an entry at retest of 485, added more on the next pullback, but on this red doji, I covered my position at a fill of 1.34. You guys can see that even though my entry is actually under the exit, my calls lost a lot of value, my option premiums lost a lot of value, which is why you stay away from trading 0 day to expiry, especially on a stock like NVDA. It's not like I never trade 0 day to expiry. I do trade them, but it being start of the year and I was only up around $1,200 for the week, I told myself that I won't be trading the same day expiry contract, so I broke my rule and I paid for it. As simple as that. Trading is easy if you just stick to your rules with a positive mindset. By this time, I was already down $3,000. I took another trade at hold of 486, only placing an order for 15 contracts. I got filled 14, which I also covered for another loss of $500, overall ending the day with 3.6K in the red. As you guys can see that my first mistake was trading NVDA at the first place after already being down my stop loss for the day. Second mistake was trading 0 day to expiry, which made it very difficult to hold through pullbacks as those contracts lost a lot of value. On the other hand, had I traded 500 calls next week expiry contracts, those premiums were staggering around $3.1 to $3.4 on this consolidation and moved to $6+ on the push up. So I'm pretty sure I would have been comfortable holding those contracts and would have easily made $2,000 to $3,000 on the same freaking trade idea. So overall for the week, I was down approximately $2,500, not the start to the year I wanted, and mainly because of one mental up on Friday. That's why trading is the best and the most difficult job in the world, because one mistake, you can trade really well for 10 days, but one mistake can set you back days, weeks, or even months sometimes. Fortunately for me, the next trading day itself, that is next week on Monday, I was able to make all the losses back plus some more on a really good NVDA trade. I posted a review of that trade on my Instagram, so if you guys don't follow me there, give me a follow. The link will be in the description box below. If you guys watch this video till the end, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, and if you guys have any questions for me, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys are new, subscribe to my channel for a lot more content on day trading. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.